Cheers, everyone.
Hey, everybody. It's One-Click Lyndsay Phillips, and we're trying to get another social media expert in on this discussion of social media strategies and how to get the most bang for your buck. Lyndsay, do you want to go share this on your page, and I will entertain people over here?
All right. What are you drinking tonight, my dear?
I'm just drinking some Chardonnay. I'm a simple woman. I'm a simple lady.
I, of course, have orange juice tonight because I've been sick all week.
Yes.
So normally I would partake, but
how was it wine with Lindsays without one of the Lindsays having wine? How is that even possible?
Trust me, I have to pretty not feeling well to be not drinking.
Yes.
So I partake in any amount of alcohol.
Oh, hey, Adam. Sorry, we were having tech issues, bro.
I know.
Yeah,
and now
sorry. Do you want to join us, Adam?
Yeah.
We have a whole lobby. I upgraded to FBLive TV Live.
It's awesome. I told a couple of my clients to use it too.
Yeah, so have I. It's really a great piece of software. They should totally charge for it. Absolutely. So tonight we're talking about social media marketing secrets. And hey, Single Life Kimborough, glad to have you here. Adam's hair's not fixed again. Adam. So, Lyndsay, you've been in this whole social media marketing magic world for a long time. Yeah. What's your biggest tip?
Honestly, I think the biggest thing is that people need to pick and choose which social media platform they are going to use wisely. Some people just, they jump on the bandwagon. It's like, look at, what was it, Meerkat? What was that one that started with Blab? That's gone to the wayside.
Yeah.
Does anyone even use Periscope anymore? Like, what happened to that?
I don't think so. And I think that this on Facebook is actually taking the place of all that stuff, right?
I totally agree. And, speaking of social media, Facebook won't let me share this freaking live recording.
Why not?
Facebook is killing me. I don't know. I click the button and nothing happens. Anyways, but yeah. And then are people still using Snapchat? I could never get into it. The only thing I used it for, honestly, is making all those funny pictures with my kids. And that is it.
And I do feel like people definitely use Snapchat. Hi, if you're here, say hello. At least tell us your name. If you're going to watch the entertainment, the least you could do is
let us know. And let us know what your favorite social media platform is.
Yeah. Robert Plank is here. He says we can finally begin. Thank you, Robert. I saw your Facebook Live earlier. You have a very nice kitchen, by the way. Robert Plank is also a social media marketing expert. He's pretty awesome. So Lyndsay's biggest tip is definitely just pick your favorite. Do you start clients out on one and then expand, or do you start them out on like LinkedIn and Facebook? What do you usually do?
I do stick to, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. However, I focus, where is your audience hanging out? So like some people that are very corporate or blue collar, I do have a few like those kinds of niches, oddly enough. So those kind of audiences, or if your clientele is older, they're not going to be on Instagram. They probably don't even know what Twitter is. So Facebook and Instagram. But so it totally depends on who your audience is. And instead of jumping on a bandwagon just for the sake of it, or, Instagram is working great for a ton of people, and that's awesome. But if your audience and your target market aren't in it, then why waste your time?
That's true. Do you mind if we dive into some like hardcore examples on like what clients have produced, like what tangible results have you ever received from Facebook? I can give some client examples. Do you want to think of some so we can like legit let people know that you can definitely market on all these social medias and get clients, but there are like, you can't just go out there and like blast content for a week and expect all the clients to roll in. It's a lot more. You have to go in with a plan, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think like you do want to get content out there to attract people, but I think the juicy goodness and the progress is made through the interactions, engagement, commenting, all that kind of DMing people. I've gotten people on my podcast show that I'm just like, I love their content. Started, direct messaging them and, hey, can I share one of your blogs because I really liked it? And then I'm like, oh, there's Tim. Poor Tim. I feel so bad. We'll have to try this again.
I know. We'll have to practice next time beforehand. I feel really bad too. I'm kind of sad he's not here to entertain us.
I know. We will try it again. But yeah, it's engaging and making those relationships, because that's what's going to bring you the client or bring you that networking. I know freaking technology is a pain in my arse sometimes too, Tim. But yeah, you can't, putting the content out there, it attracts them and it grabs attention and people share it and it expands your reach. But you can't go any further ahead if you're not doing all those extra steps and engaging and communicating, honestly, and taking the time.
Yeah, I totally agree. The other thing that people fall short on, and this kind of ties into what you were just saying, is that people will do it for a little bit and then nothing will come of it. And then they'll think that this is worthless. And so they won't. And so in my experience, social media marketing and actually winning at social media is consistency over a long term, which is why it's important to have a content plan and a strategy plan and not just get on every Thursday night and wing it, right? Because you don't want to do that like we do.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And some people are so inconsistent. And what I say about, I think we talked about this a couple weeks ago maybe, but it's like if you go to a Facebook page and you see that it sucks and, they haven't been consistent with their social, or their social is just all promo, you're going to think bad things about that company. You're thinking they're not going to be around for me to support. They're not going to.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And Tim is saying his clients do that all the time. They give up really easily, and they definitely.
I know.
Yeah, those dang clients.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard. Yeah, it's really hard.
Or I've had a couple, and this is more like bricks and mortar businesses that seem to have this mindset, is that, well, I don't see a return or I haven't gotten a sale from it. It's like, someone's not going to, they are exactly, they're not going to jump on board. If someone sees a post and be like, hey, I want to hire you right away. You're like nurturing them. You're warming them up. You're letting them get to know you and trust you. And it's like, yeah, you can't always, it's not something like you're going to post something and then boom, they're going to call you up and like hand you money. It just doesn't work that way.
Yeah, I totally agree. So what's your favorite, where have your customers seen the most bang for their buck on social media? We have 1 million social media profiles social media platforms. Which one have your clients seen the most bang for their buck?
I'm not fond of this platform just because it doesn't jive with me, but LinkedIn. I don't.
Why do you not like it? How come you don't like LinkedIn?
It's stodgy. It's clunky to find your way around. It's even just looking at it, it's not fun. Whereas like Instagram or like, I don't know, Facebook is just more fun to flip through the feed. Where that, I just find it's, I don't know, people are, even the posts that people put on LinkedIn, and I do the same thing where the stuff I put on Facebook might be more fun because I'm more connected with people and it's more personal, and the stuff that I put on LinkedIn is more professional.
Yeah.
And so I feel like it lacks personality. However, it seems like people are more into the direct messaging part of it for LinkedIn, and they're getting good results by making those good connections and having conversations with people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I know one of my clients, when he first started out his coaching business, that's how he got his leads. He went out and researched them and followed these people and connected. And hey, how are things going with your business? Have you heard about this? Hey, I've got this course coming up. And so it's just like the olden days of knocking on doors, except on LinkedIn.
Yeah, and that brings up a good point, is that, and I say this a lot, is social media there has to be a social aspect, because people know when you're just being kind of fake and not even fake, but kind of markety, or you're just kind of like putting it out there and you don't really care. And so I think people can really see through that. So you do have to, like Lindsay said, have those conversations, especially to get moving, especially to get going.
I know. It's like, yeah, people don't pick up the phone anymore, so they get kind of lazy. And they think just sending out an email is gonna, or send out a post is gonna do it. You still have to put the time in. You still have to do some of the grunt work. You're still gonna have to, like, you know, converse with people and same with and I bug my client, a couple of my clients all the time. I'm like, you know, because we don't do this part of it for them. We do for a couple, but anyways, it's like you have to find people in LinkedIn or Facebook, follow them, comment on their posts, and then they will like yours and then watch what you're doing. But it's like you have to take the time each week to actively seek out those businesses and those people that are a good prospect and follow them. And like you have to be assertive.
Yeah. No, there is. And maybe we'll segment paid traffic. Actually, we're going to segment paid traffic to a whole nother Wine with Lindsay's, because there are some paid traffic options on LinkedIn that are pretty decent. Tim brought up a good point. We're going to try to include him. He was supposed to be on tonight, but we're having a huge tech problem. He says, I love LinkedIn. I use LinkedIn mainly for research, then contact them through phone or email. And he's super sad he's not here. I even had my emoji mask ready. I'm so sad. Tim, we were going to lean on you for all this, for the lipstick and for all of this entertainment, bro.
Scrambling. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Okay, so LinkedIn, Facebook, I get a lot of clients from Facebook. My clients get a lot of clients from Facebook, but most of that is through paid traffic. Now, you don't have to learn how to run ads on Facebook. I always recommend that when you post a nice piece of content. So I had a client actually just today making this mistake. She spent hours and hours and hours on a blog post, and then she'd post it once on Facebook and post it once on LinkedIn. And she's like, I'm not getting any interaction. But like less than 10% of the people on her Facebook page were even seeing this. Some may not even be that interested in the initial headline. So we're going to help her. As they say, 80% promotion, 20% of the time actually creating the awesome piece of content, 80% of the time like promoting it. Like you got to post that bad boy multiple times on your Facebook page. You need to copy and paste different quotes from that to try to catch people's attention. You need to be sharing, constantly referring back to that content. You need to be making like images about that content. And so like, just posting it once on Facebook and expecting some interaction isn't going to work, especially these days because Facebook is lowering the reach. And I kind of mentioned this last week, but I will mention it again, that in certain demographics, Facebook is testing getting rid of business pages in the newsfeed altogether unless you pay. It's going to be on a like separate tab called like, I don't know what it's going to be called, but it's like for only pages and news. And like no one's going to click over there. And so literally if you have a business page, the only way to get noticed on the news feed that we're all used to is to pay. So. And
I don't know about you, but what does Tim have to say?
What does Tim have to say? Not to brag, but I'm doing Facebook Live's video with hold on, I got to scroll down. With the new septic company client. Oh, I'd love to see that. And Tim, what? And he's going to give us, they're all educational videos. The post has reached more than 3,000 people with a $20. And Tim brings up a good point. It doesn't cost that much to boost a post. Yeah. Oh, Lindsay, you left me. Lindsay left. Hi, Lindsay.
Hi. It said I got booted into the lobby.
Apparently, I did not like what you were saying.
I got sent to the lobby.
So get out. Get out. Tim, did they get any clients or contacts from that boosted post? I think the other thing with social media is you always want to drive people back to your website. So you don't want to copy and paste your blog post into your Facebook comment and not have a teaser call to action back to your website where you can actually pixel them so you can create an audience and remarket to them and do all those fabulous things. So please don't do that.
And even boosting the posts, I had, it was a doggy daycare actually. And they boosted a post and it was just like a fun one about, there's a few different pictures of dogs and I forget what the question was, but we boosted it and it extended his reach by like, I can't remember what the numbers were, but it was like impressive. And so therefore and his likes to his page went up. So therefore he's now got more people following him and looking at his posts that are in his particular geographical area for like $20.
Yeah. It doesn't cost that much. I always tell clients, like $10 a week minimum, and like, you know, give up one coffee and boost your post and let people see it. It's like marketing 101 that we all learn. The more your message is in front of people, the more people see your name, that when they're ready to make that buying decision, then here you go. And again, it doesn't matter what social media platform you're using, as long as that's where your customers hang out, which Lindsay brought up. So Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever you pick, you know?
Yeah. And Instagram is just like craziness. And I know we were going to do an episode one Thursday just on Instagram, so we won't go too deep into it. But it is taking off, like with the stories and the videos, and everyone's on it.
And I actually personally prefer Instagram now over Facebook, believe it or not, just personally. Yeah. I like the pictures. I like what it looks like. I like Instagram. So I think it just depends on what kind of person you are. Definitely Facebook is not going anywhere, obviously. Yeah. So,
yeah. And it is kind of cool how Instagram and Facebook, they integrate together and feed off of each other. So that's it's handy, right?
Yes. Social media mistakes. Let's talk about social media mistakes. I have one. When you go into those Facebook groups and there's like, hey, share your page and get a whole bunch of people to like it. So then you have all of these vanity likes. To me, as a professional, that's the same thing as buying page likes. They're completely worthless. These are not people that were organically interested in your business or anything like that. And yes, it's nice to have vanity likes and to have more than 300 people liking your page, but I would way rather see you do a paid ad for Facebook likes and not like share likes amongst people. It just is ineffective, because then when you go to market to those people, they're completely pointless because you guys are shaking hands and doing the little like thing. Yeah. Social media marketing mistakes. Do you have any, Lindsay?
Yes, it drives me crazy when people do a post and it's, here's my latest episode of whatever podcast, click here. And I'm like, unless you've got like your Joe Polish and everyone listens to his podcast galore, he doesn't have to do anything. But like, really, you need to let them know what the topic is and why, what they're going to get out of it, what solution they're going to find in there. You need a hook.
Are you seeing that a lot? Do you see that a lot on your feed?
Not my feed, but yes. Oh, I don't do that. But, I do see it a lot. It drives me crazy.
Yeah, how is that even sexy for people to want to click through and check out your episode?
I don't know.
I like it. Other social media mistakes, obviously, and I know that this is social media 101, is talking about politics and religion and all those things on Facebook and social media. That's just a bad idea all day long. And I know you're supposed to show your personality, and I totally think you should. And if you're a cusser and you like to cuss, totally cuss. Totally cuss. But there are certain topics, religion and politics, especially these days, that I would not mention. That's going to turn off a huge amount of people. And it's different than just showing your personality to draw in your crowd. Wouldn't you say?
I agree. And not to be touchy, but same with religion. Like, I find a lot of people, or not a lot, I shouldn't say that. I've seen some entrepreneurs where quite a lot of their posts are pulling in their faith. Love that they have their faith, whatever. But I'm like, that's one thing for your personal stuff, I think. But I don't think you need to pull it into your work pages. But that's just me. It makes me uncomfortable, and I'm just like, no, I'm going to go look at someone else's stuff.
It'll definitely, that's drawing I do literally have a client that sells religious courses, so it would be a huge difference. Adam, for the Business Creators Radio Show, I just say you get over here now, and they come running. Not to sound snooty, and too bad if I do. It is Adam, after all. But when it comes to religion and politics, most people aren't entitled to my opinions. I keep that to A, people I really know, and B, people who have an active brain about it and are capable of a rational discussion.
Totally.
So do I fall? I know Adam's political leanings. Does that mean I fall into people I really know, or does he think I actually have a brain about it and are capable of a rational discussion? I don't think he thinks I'm capable of a rational discussion.
That's because we like to bug Adam, so we just like to get his goat.
I know. Other social media mistakes.
I know one because I've seen it.
Tell me.
So when people post their blog or whatever it may be, and they post like a little something and then the URL, and that's it. There's no graphic. So of course it just pulls the thumbnail from their web page. We're still weighing the evidence.
Very funny.
They don't put a graphic, and they only put the URL to pull the thumbnail or the featured image from the web page. Sometimes it's not optimized. So the way it looks on your Facebook post, the picture's like half cut off, and it just looks really kind of weird, and it's not always captivating. Where if you had a graphic that was like really catchy and eye-popping and the right size, and then you still have the link in there. When they click the image, it goes to the page, but I just don't find it as captivating.
I totally agree. So, yeah, your social media post should look professional. And what's the point of pointing on social media if like you are being kind of lazy about it, right? Like, what's the point?
I know. I sort of feel like that's lazy.
It is super lazy. I'll just call them out. You guys are lazy if you're doing that.
Damn Skippy. Now, what is your, out of curiosity, and for all the listeners out there, I would like your opinion, because I was talking about this with someone earlier today. So for like Facebook, LinkedIn, obviously not Twitter because it's separate, but do you like really long posts where there's like a lot of text? Do you prefer just like really short and sweet, like one sentence or two? Or do you think it depends, or do you like to mix it up?
I always like to mix it up with my clients, and then you can go look at the insights, of course, and see which ones are performing best. And honestly, I feel like, at least with my clients, the longer ones seem to be kind of performing better than the shorter ones. Well, and that's probably because they have to hit show more, and they get kind of interacting with it that way. Like they don't just pass by it. They have to actually like do something.
They get sucked in more, right? Like they kind of get pulled in. I know.
Hey, if you're here, I can see you. There are people on, and I can see you, and I know who you are, so you better make a comment. And that is a direct order.
Do you like short posts or long posts? Now, what I like, and I like to mix this up with a couple of my clients, is it'll be like a sentence, a space, a couple sentences, a space. So it breaks up the text, so it's not like some big, long, drawn-out paragraph. So it feels and looks more like a conversation, and it's easier on the eyes, but it's conversational. Do you know what I mean? It's hard to
I do know what you mean. Very, very conversational, like you're writing in your journal or something.
Like the space is waiting for you to comment, kind of.
Tim says he likes short posts. Fair enough.
Like to get to the point.
Fair enough. Other social media. How about we skip? Are we done with mistakes? Because I have another question.
Yeah, go for it.
Lindsay, how often do I post on social media? That's my customer, right? Oh, wait. Aaron Hose. I like short posts if they're engaging and funny and conversational. I like long posts if they have a ton of value and teach me something. Thank you, Aaron. That was very awesome and valuable and amazing. Tim is too busy to write.
That's why he likes them short, yes.
Oh, look, I just did. Look what I did. Can you see what I did? I highlighted Aaron's post. That is very sexy.
That is good. And Aaron is a killer copywriter, so he appreciates text and what's written.
Oh, so he knows. Thank you for joining us, Aaron.
Yes. And I like to mix them up and mix them out. I mean, if you're doing a quote graphic or just a statement, then short and snappy is good because it's quick and shareable. But if you're like deep diving into content, or you really want to make a point, then I like the longer.
Yeah. I think you just got to mix it up and check out the insights and call it good.
Yeah.
So back to my whiny question as I was mocking all my customers. How often do I have to post on my social media, Lindsay? And that could be for either one of us.
I know.
Do you have an answer?
I don't have a hard and fast answer, but I like to see at least 2 posts a day. And then you can kind of see what's yes. But you also got to take into consideration what other people like. And I like by saying I'm testing the stats. But going back to how often and how much, I think at least a couple of times a day, but even 4 or 5. But you'll know when your audience is maxed out and they're like sick, all your feed. You know what I mean? You'll be able to tell when they're saturated. And if you've got good material to share and people are eating it up, keep at it.
Yeah, I personally don't think you can post on social media too much.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No.
On Twitter, if you're going to take Twitter seriously, you got to do that crap multiple times a day. Like Lindsay said, like 10 times a day, you're tweeting something, you're connecting with something, you're adding people at sign, not adding. On Facebook, I think a minimum okay, fine. You can get away with like 3 or 4 times a week, but like if you're doing things right, you should do a couple times a day. Don't you think, Lindsay?
Yeah. And absolutely. And with Twitter, like Social Champ, for instance, that scheduling tool.
Yes.
If you have a post on Twitter, it'll post like 4 times in a day. It'll take the first one away, do the second one, so that if someone is scrolling on your wall, it's not going to show up 4 times. And then it'll take the second post away, put it up there a 3rd time, drop that one and put it a 4th time. So that way that same post is staggered throughout the day to get different people that are looking through the feed.
So do you have an opinion on using all of those scheduling tools because they always show up as posted by Hootsuite, posted by this, posted by that? I usually, for my clients, will organically post and schedule things natively. How about you?
That is so effing time consuming.
I know, but do you personally? Okay, let's get real because this is real with Lindsay and Lindsay.
I did a 3-month test.
I know you did. Well, yeah. Okay, tell us.
And it had no results. So because he had the same idea. He's like, I don't think people like it when they say it's done by Hootsuite. They feel like it's not authentic or whatever. So we did through Hootsuite, as we normally do. We took 2 months off and we did all the posts manually, like through Twitter, through Facebook, through LinkedIn. And it was like triple the amount of work, clearly, triple the amount of bill. And he had no more, no less engagement. It was exactly the same.
But did he have a lot of engagement to start with? Like, do you see influencers scheduling stuff through Hootsuite? No. They're out there and they're taking pictures. What?
I don't pay attention.
You don't see the little...
I do. I don't care.
I guess I feel like when that personally, I'm just talking personally, not professionally. Oh, okay. Personally, when you see posted by Hootsuite, I'm like, oh, they weren't even like, they don't even know this was even posted today.
I guess because I'm in the business and that's what I do, it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
I do think it's important to do posts on the fly. Like, you're having a rough day or you were just somewhere at an event and you take a picture with someone and you just throw it up on Facebook or, like things that are on the fly. Hey, this just happened. A client just, had a big win or whatever it may be. I think it's good to have both. I think the ones that are more on the fly they do get more attention, but it's also that type of content that is more like a personal inside scoop as to what's going on in your life that day.
Yeah.
Versus content. When it comes to content, like your blog, your podcast, a tip, whatever, that going out natively versus Hootsuite, I don't think it matters.
That's fair. That's fair. I will take that. Tim is asking, have you guys tried Hey Orca?
I've never heard of it.
I don't know what that is. Tim, I wish you were here to tell us what that was. Did you reboot, Tim? Come on, man. Resolve your problems. I have not.
What is Hey Orca?
I'm guessing it's another Meet Edgar / Hootsuite /
So I don't use Meet Edgar. I have been looking at it, but
you've never used it
with my clients. I personally don't. So it's scheduled posts. I'm gonna have to look at Hey Orca and see what it is. There's another one
social media planning.
Recur. What did she say? I've looked up 2 other ones that are like competitors to Meet Edgar. You get approval from your
clients. Interesting.
Ooh, that would be handy.
Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, I can see all 5 of you. You better make a comment and say hello. Cheers us. It is Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Raise the roof. Sorry, Lindsay. I had to entertain. Lindsay's on orange juice tonight, so she's not as fun.
Not now. I'm coming off my cold and trying to avoid cough.
Yes. All right. What else do we want to say about social media? You guys are catching us on the tail end. We've been on for a half an hour. We have to watch the replay. So what are we going to talk about next week? Anybody have any recommendations? I would like to talk about, I guess it's my turn to pick, right?
Yeah.
Is it my turn to pick?
You wanted to do landing pages. That was one of them.
Okay, let's do that.
Landing pages. I can.
Let's do, what's sexier, landing pages or Facebook ads? What if I whisper Facebook ads? Is that sexier?
I think people don't understand what retargeting is.
Okay, and we'll go if there is a scale of 1 to 3.
Is another good topic.
Yes, it is. Look at us do it too. Let's do regular old Facebook ads, but it won't be beginning Facebook ads. It'll be Facebook ads 102 next week.
102.
Yeah, not 101, right? Not 101.
Yeah, exactly.
102. Hello, I can see you. Say hello. What if I sing for them?
Oh, you sing? You do party tricks?
No, you don't want me to do that. No, you don't want me to do that. You don't want me to sing, but you should say hello.
At least the police and ambulances aren't like on your way to your door like last week.
That's true, but did I tell you my son broke his leg this week?
Your little one, right? Like the
little 13-month-old.
Oh my God, that's so heartbreaking. Poor little dude.
Yeah, it really sucks.
But for those that weren't here last week, Lindsay accidentally dialed 911 before our call.
See, I had my mic and my computer, and I was hauling it out to my studio, and my mic was leaning against my brand new iWatch. I don't know if that's what it's called. Is that what it's called?
I have no idea.
iPhone watch.
Ooh, fancy.
I can take phone calls and check my email from my watch.
Nice.
That's what I need, is to be addicted to technology even more. And my mic leaned on my watch and called 911. It was super awesome.
That's hilarious.
So.
Alrighty.
They never came around. So yeah, we'll go get some rest. We'll party hard next week. Facebook ads next week. Yep. I know who you are when you were watching. Actually, I don't, but it would be nice for you to make a comment. So anyway.
Join
with Lindsay. Oh, we gotta do shout outs. Tim, give me your URL again in comments so I can put you on here.
It is Social Media Solutions.
How did you know that?
Because I'm freaking awesome.
Here is Tim. Social Media Solutions. He was supposed to be a guest tonight. Didn't make it. I'll do an Adam. Do we know what Adams is? Business creators.
What is it? I don't remember.
I'll do yours while I wait. Smoothbusinessgrowth.com.
Yes. Now I got to Google them. I mean, I get his stuff. Oh, businesscreatorinstitute.com. I
think he already left the Business Creators Institute.com. That's Adam, homie, who's an excellent copywriter, launcher. If you're launching a book, contact Adam today.
Yeah.
And me, Traffic and Leads. And I'm super sad Tim couldn't get on, but maybe we'll try to practice this and do. Oh, sorry, Adam.
Oh, snap.
Business. I'm going to do it again. Lindsay, you told me wrong. You told me wrong.
I don't think I did. I said Business Creators Institute.
Whew. Adam, do you approve?
Fix it. There we go.
Adam, come and be a guest on our show.
I know. He's a brilliant entrepreneur.
Adam, will you come and be a guest on our show? I know you're listening. I think there's a delay. All right. It's late, Lindsay. Go get some rest.
I'm ready for bed.
I will talk to you later. Next Thursday, Facebook ads 102, not 101. Adam said he'll be on the show.
Woo!
So 2 weeks from 2 weeks from tonight. Okay, 2 weeks from tonight, Adam's on our show talking about launching. Is that fair? Oh, Tim.
Awesome.
Tim, I'm seeing you. Hold on. Tim.
Is it working?
Tim, say something, bro.
Oh, no, the camera still wasn't working. He needs to work on that.
He does. We were so close.
I know.
We were so close. So 1 week from tonight, Facebook Ads 102.
Okay.
2 weeks from tonight, launching. Lindsay, go to bed.
All right.
All
Night.
right. See you later.